Let's talk to the students who have failed their NCLEX before. This one is for you. And here's how to bounce back. So in reality, let's just be honest here. You failed the NCLEX, and that's okay. Maybe you failed it multiple times, and now you're either depressed or anxious, wondering what went wrong, or when's the soonest you can take the NCLEX again, right? Trust me, I've seen this a lot. And to be honest, you're not alone. There's nothing to be ashamed about for not passing, as long as you tried your best. So right now, we're gonna cover the top 3 reasons why students fail their NCLEX, which I call them NCLEX traps and even pitfalls. Then I'm gonna show you some ways to avoid them. Now for the actual study plan, I really cover that in the study plan area. But this video right here is to get back your mindset as well as the motivation to win. So after coaching over 1 million students in the past decade, here are the top 3 reasons why students fail. So either number 1, you rushed it because of a job offer, and you failed it the first time and then rushed it again the second time without preparing properly because you focused on passing and you didn't focus on prepping. Now number 2, you did not prepare correctly. Either you used too many resources and didn't track your scores, and trust me, I see students using all the resources that they can get their hands on without tracking their scores. And this ends on a lot of confusion, and now you don't really know where you stand. It's like using a shotgun blast approach rather than a very specific laser guided beam or sniper approach. Now using a lot of resources isn't bad, but only if you use them correctly, because if you don't, then it becomes bad. So you need to have a systematic way to track your progress, like I laid out in our step-by-step study formula here, which I cover in our previous videos. Now the third reason students fail the NCLEX is because of lopsided studying. You probably prepared really hard in a few different areas, and the NCLEX started you in an area that you really didn't prepare for, and that's why you failed. All right, now let's talk about the negative mindset about failure. So let's just be honest here. You failed, you're probably depressed, you're probably in a dark place, and now your friends and family are asking you and shaming you, and now you're thinking, will I ever pass the NCLEX? Will I ever even be a nurse? You, my friend, are in what's called a negative death spiral. Now trust me, it's a horrible place to be in. This negative spiral or negative loop, you don't really focus on prepping. You rather focus on anxiety and negativity, which won't really help you pass. So what's the cure? I have a few tips and tricks that I've personally used with myself and later with many students in this negative loop here. So number 1 is focus on prepping and not on passing. Now you've heard me say it before, but just listen close here. The problem isn't really passing. The problem is not properly preparing. Listen, you only need to take the NCLEX once, just one time in your life. After you pass the NCLEX, you never have to take it again. So if you focus on preparing the proper way, then you will pass the NCLEX and never have to take it again. Because here's the key, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So focus on solutions and not on problems. So let me say it again here. Be solution focused and not problem focused. If you're problem focused, you will not pass the NCLEX. By focusing on your own anxieties or even focusing on the pressure that your family, friends, or even job offer is just forcing on you, this is only going to add more anxiety and pressure. So focus on the solution. Simply focus on prepping. Focus on being the best nurse that you can be. Focus on strengthening your nursing knowledge. Really just focus on you here. This is your time. Once you do everything right in terms of prepping, the passing will take care of itself. Remember, you have no control over the past. It's already done. So now you do have control over the future. You literally have control over today. So prepare today. Choose to focus on things you can focus on right now within your control. I tell students, choose to focus on how you can stick to that 3-step plan. And again, use this time to become better. This time is for you, no one else but you. So focus on bettering yourself. Now, a lot of students ask me, how do I do this? So here's how to break the negative death spiral, or in other words, breaking that negative self-talk loop. Now, you know what it feels like here. The constant rumination, the whirlpool of anxiety, worry, depression, and that overwhelming pressure just to pass the NCLEX. They just seem so far away. Remember, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So I always recommend using this simple hack. It's called the 3x3 rule to break that negative cycle. So simply get a note card, or basically a flashcard, and write out 3 things that you're thankful for. Put it next to your nightstand. So every morning, the first thing you're gonna do is when you wake up, you're gonna sit in silence for 3 minutes, look at that note card, the 3 things you're grateful for. Then you're starting each day, basically every day, in a positive light. Don't reach for your phone, no more emails, no brushing your teeth, don't do anything but sit in silence and look at those 3 things. And do it again right before you go to sleep. This simply shifts your focus from the negative problems that you have currently to positive solutions. Now your focus and energy is going toward positivity. So put this note card at your bedside and do it for every day for at least 7 days. Focus on gratitude for 3 minutes in the morning and evening, and simply watch how your focus will shift. Trust me, I've done this personally when I'm in a negative self-talk cycle here that I can't break. Because remember, it's how you start your day that's gonna domino into your entire day. Because I've said it before and I'll say it again here. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. So start your day by focus on positivity here and stop with that negativity.